Hey, Amadex. Yeah, I know. Having the scope in Death Valley makes it really easy for me to just go live. And I thought I'd share my other rig in South Africa. So, believe it or not, July 31st, we started imaging the Orion Nebula down there. Uh, this is about to actually stop, so I don't have a lot of time on this left. Yeah, my SQA just finished. This one I think goes on for a tiny bit longer. Oh yeah, here I'll zoom in for you a little bit. This is with the look at the trapezium, the S2 filter. This looks great. Let's zoom in a little bit more. Look at that. This deserves a screenshot. The S2 filter is a Chroma 3 nanometer filter on this scope. It's an Esprit 100 ED on an EQ8 telescope. Yeah, it's great. The Chroma filters are truly magic. I wish I could have that in my rig in Death Valley, but it's just way too expensive. Can't afford it. This is a loaner telescope basically that I'm using, so it's I only have it for a short period of time. It's owned by Sean, who's one of the managers of the Kagga Remote Observatory. So they're gonna rent it out to some people. So I've been testing it, making sure it works, getting the sequencer ready. All right. So the Kagga Remote Observatory telescope actually just finished, and the one in Death Valley is just starting. So these are perfectly aligned with each other. When one ends, the other starts. Couldn't have placed them better. So I'm basically imaging for, I think, 16 hours a day. 15, 14, 15 hours a day, because should you use any filters for Orion? If you have a dual narrowband filter, you should use that because it is there's a lot of hydrogen alpha and oxygen 3 there. That is a lot of data, yeah. Let me see. I'm hoping my thing doesn't give me issues. I'm actually going to take a test exposure here. 15 seconds with the, I'll do on the S2 filter. I've been having some issues with this where my data is getting clipped, so I'm just going to do a quick check. Yeah, I seem to be having the same issue, if not a similar issue, which is not great. We just switched the USB cable too. There's no like real error here. Okay, so maybe it was just the S2. Maybe I just didn't have enough signal on there. Okay, so maybe I don't have the issue. I may have just been panicking. It's one of those things where you experience something and then you just have PTSD forever. Yeah, so this looks okay. My minimum is 2. Okay, I think this is okay. Phew. PTSD. I will have PTSD forever with this, along with my Sal 33. Luckily, we're past the full moon, so you can see the Milky Way coming up here. I'll actually turn this on full screen so it's a little bit easier to see. Look at that. But in about half an hour, I think the moon is gonna rise, or 45 minutes, it's gonna rise and start ruining the night. I wonder how many live streams I can run at the same time, because during the total solar eclipse that's happening, that's also when the Perseids are peaking. So I could stream from South Africa and then switch it over to Death Valley. Hey Tex, welcome. Yeah, you got the notification. Welcome. Glad to have you here. I was just showing off Orion that we were just imaging from South Africa. You can see the trapezium here. Look at that. This is beautiful. I'm just leaving this on, but this finished literally a minute after I started streaming. But the title still stands. I streamed a little bit from South Africa. Yeah, this is a much larger telescope than your Sea Star. Do I believe aliens have been to Earth? No, I don't think so, sadly. Space is big, and I don't think enough time has passed for any civilization to have technology advanced enough to detect life on other planets and also make it there. But I do think life exists on other planets. It's like statistically impossible for there not to be life in the quadrillions of stars and planets all over the universe. All right, started my first exposure. Let's see, once this bump goes away, my guiding should calm way down. Nancy Grace Roman will figure that out soon. Yeah, I hope so. I'm looking forward to the Roman telescope. Yeah, it's way too big for them to get here. Also, like, we've only been throwing out a radio signal for 200 years, less than 200 years. So we only have a bubble of 200 light years, and what are the odds of an advanced civilization within 200 light years, as opposed to one, 2 million light years away? How many hours of exposure is this? Are you talking about the Orion Nebula? This one? This one is 60 seconds. This is 60 seconds in sulfur 2. This one is 60 seconds in hydrogen alpha. It's going to be totally blown out. None in oxygen because of the moon. Oh no, actually, hey, we did some in oxygen. Sweet. Oxygen is also blown out, so I'm going to have to really redo these. Here's another S2 in 60 seconds. The S2 gets the trapezium so nicely. It's amazing. Hold on, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this for the KKRO Discord server. Hey Beverly. Wonder if the C star gets the tribute. I think it can. You have the C star as 50 now, so definitely try that one. Try short exposures. Like you could, I think you should be able to do like 2 to 5 second exposures. Do that, and you should be able to split the trapezium like pretty easily. Hey Magus. Waiting for my first exposure here from Death Valley. It is imaging. Let's see. What am I imaging? Where is my thing? Elephant's Trunk, panel 1. It's not going to be exciting at all, but I'll show you what that looks like in the framing wizard. Yes, it's not that the S30 Pro is wide. What it doesn't have is the resolution, or which is what you need a bigger aperture for increased resolution. The S50 is going to give you a better, it's going to give you an easier time, but I think you can do it with the S30. Elephant's Trunk, panel 1. Is this part of the Elephant's Trunk Nebula. So this is a 4-panel project of Elephant's Trunk. I already got most of my data on panel 4, which is the actual Elephant's Trunk. This is the other IC 1396 area. And if plan goes according to schedule, I should have, I think, 48 hours of data on the whole thing. At least. So as you get more advanced, you can take each shot targeting specific areas like oxygen and hydrogen. Yeah, not with the S30. So this is a monochrome camera, so you can see my filters here. I have luminous red, green, blue, sulfur, hydrogen, and oxygen. So these are the different filters I can image with, and the camera is a monochrome camera. Yeah, the C star can only do dual narrowband, so you have the light pollution filter. That's basically hydrogen and oxygen at the same time. But maybe one day they'll release a monochrome C star. Who knows? But they might have a problem getting 7 filters in there. For those who haven't seen the Milky Way, and I believe you see this glow here, I believe that's the moon coming up. Let me check the live camera at Death Valley. Yeah, that's the moon. So this is one of the live feeds from Death Valley Observatories. That's the moon coming up, and you can see the glow in all of these. Interesting. A lot of these scopes haven't started imaging yet, so yeah, these are beautiful skies. I'm jealous too. It's kind of clear outside here in Boston, but I'm like, I'm not getting anything. Yeah, my thing starts like 5 minutes before After Dark. So this is the first exposure 10 minutes in. So um, yeah, and then it goes 10 minutes after Astro Dawn, just so I can get a little bit more data. You can just see the Milky Way live without taking forever to bring it out. Yeah, this is still a 60-second exposure, by the way. So it's not a 60 seconds. Yep, 60 seconds. Ooh, that looks strange. Wow. Okay. Well, whatever. Hey, box fort. No photons, just raindrops. Sad. Yeah, the forecast for me isn't great either. It's actually hazy tonight, so I'm kind of glad I didn't set up. I think I think this got my first exposure. Let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, first exposure in 10 minutes. Perfect. I can zoom into this. So these are some of the dark areas there in the corner. I'm not gonna make this stream go too long, but later on is what's also on the schedule is some of my other panels from M8 and M20, and then North American Nebula. So happy seeing more of these come up because it's been hard to find a target that I want to image that's also far enough away from the moon. The last couple of nights, the moon has been brutal. Yeah, I know, I know. I always do go on too long. Uh, but I have to get up in the morning. I'm on toddler duty tomorrow morning, and then I got to go somewhere. I'm actually just procrastinating finishing a video. So for anyone here, so people on my Patreon on Patreon Discord already got a preview, but I'll give a quick 10-second preview of what I'm working on. With the upcoming solar eclipse, I'm doing a how to do an HDR solar eclipse totality in Affinity Photo. So stay tuned for that. The video's recorded, gotta edit it. Patrons are gonna get a little extra, and then hopefully I can publish it next week, early next week. I'm trying to time it so that people will be searching for how to photograph the eclipse. I timed it poorly in 2024, and then didn't get many interest. Thanks. Yeah, here you go. Here's another one. another look at it. And then the prominence is there. Anyone going to see the eclipse on the 12th? Or going to see totality? Let me ask in the... I'll ask in the chat. In the poll. I haven't used that in a while. If you went to Spain to see the eclipse, could the sea star see those prominences? During totality, yes, if those existed. So during totality, you take off the solar filter and let the exposure adjust, and you'll be able to see the prominences. Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna see my, what did I say? 16%, 17%. I'll be at a local library outside with a couple of telescopes, including a sea star. So my plan is to try and live stream the 17% eclipse, which is probably going to get 0 viewers because I'm sure people will be streaming the totality from Spain and Iceland and wherever they are. But I'm gonna live stream it anyway. Probably not going to talk though. It's just going to be a screen share. Yeah, I'll probably have clouds too. I don't know what the plan is with the library. If I have clouds, I need to ask them. Shot 2 totalities and nailed it both time. That's awesome. I also shot 2 totalities, 2017 and 2024, but I've seen 3. I'm sad to miss this one, but hopefully we'll see the 2027 and 2028 ones. Cool. Thanks, Tex. Yeah, that's our Tex. Sad flower was the biggest tell. I'm gonna bring up the DVO live stream again. You can see the Milky Way. It looks so nice. The moon is so far away from it now. It's great. Great. I think like 2 more nights and I'll be able to start finishing my projects in Sagittarius. Looks like this telescope woke up. Hey, I think one person voted that they're going to travel to see the eclipse. Who's going? Where are you going? You wonder if there could be a filter for the C star to see more details, like the white lines and faint prominences. That's gonna be hard. That's gonna be hard because you need an etalon and a blocking filter and a monochrome camera. Although you can do it without a monochrome camera, it's gonna be. I'm just gonna say don't hold your breath for H alpha C star. Solar totality until 2020 to 2200. I think here too, or I think maybe it's 2096 in Boston. Don't know. We have time. Let's look it up. Where are the eclipses? And Boston. So we're getting this. The August 28th is going to be a partial lunar eclipse. I'll see it from both hemispheres. Let's see. When is the next total? I thought there was a way to see all of this. Hold on. Okay. I can do this. Total solar eclipses. Look at the annular in 2057. I will be there. We got one in 2052 in like Florida, Georgia area. It's 2059. Nothing. 2070. Oh yeah, 2070. Yeah, 2079. It's gonna come here. That's what I was thinking about. But barely. Look at that. Totality 2079. I will be 90 years old. But at least I won't have to go anywhere. Your Lund LS100 was 5,000. Yeah. Yeah, my Lund 40 was 850, I think, when I bought it, or a little bit less. Can you see when the next eclipse will be in Texas? You know what I'll do? I'll share this link in the chat, and feel free to browse through it if I can find it. The next regular total one's 118 years. Yes, so far away. We need more eclipses. For anyone who showed up, we're talking about this because of the August 12th eclipse, and I showed this. So, upcoming tutorial on how to do an HDR totality edit in Affinity Photo. So, I just finished recording it. Just got to edit it, and it'll be on my channel soon-ish. It's S2. This area has like nothing in S2. Interesting. Lots in HA. And this was also Orion, Sulfur 2 from the southern hemisphere, but it is currently warming because it is morning there. You have an image like that from 2017. Nice. Yeah, I don't have one like that from 2017. I have other shots from 2017, but At that time, I didn't bracket my images enough for an HDR composite, but I have plenty from 2024. What did you process yours in, Wes? Yeah, Beverly. I'm gonna start talking to my friend Ted about 2027 this coming week. I don't know where we're gonna end up, but maybe Spain or Morocco. We were thinking about Egypt, but Egypt's gonna be so hot, and I want to take my son with me. I don't want him. I don't want to put his like health in danger, and also I don't know what the political situation is gonna be over there. It's hard to plan for. Is that the Rosette? Talking about this thing? This is the Orion Nebula, imaged for the first time July 31st. You know what? You bracketed and never thought about doing an HDR. I still have all the data. Well, great. There'll be a video coming out soon if you want to follow that. I do have one for Photoshop from a couple of years ago, which is still relevant. So I basically based my Affinity Photo tutorial on my Photoshop tutorial from a couple of years ago. Oh yeah, being past 50 for your next total eclipse isn't bad at all. Not that. Oh, the other thing. This thing. This is one panel of the Elephant's Trunk Nebula. So I see 1396. So it's this part. Yesterday I did this part, which is the actual Elephant's Trunk. And today's schedule has two panels of Elephant's Trunk, including the actual Elephant's Trunk. Soon, it's not going to be for another 40 minutes. Oh, actually, almost another hour. No, wait. Yeah, almost another hour. No, I'm bugging out. It should switch to panel 4 soon. Yeah, because it's 2100 now. 2206 in like 20 minutes it'll switch. And then got some of the Lagoon Nebula and then North America. No need to be late. I don't announce my live streams. They just happen. But I will announce one for next week because I'm partnering with an organization called Stand Up to Cancer. Just a bunch of streamers trying to raise money and promote awareness. So I'm going to be doing that. So August 5th may be my first timed, early planned live stream. If the weather is right, I'm waiting a couple more days to get the forecast from Death Valley, and then I'll announce it. Hey Nicholas, welcome. For those who don't know, Nicholas is one of the owners of Death Valley Observatories. Amazing person, an amazing team. I'm yeah, Nicholas. I started imaging from the southern hemisphere, where I actually started imaging in the Orion Nebula. It's pretty low on the horizon, but looks pretty good. And then this ended, and Death Valley imaging started. Oh yeah, if you wanna reach out to the Death Valley team, definitely go to their website. I'll put it in the chat. Put it here too. Let me get to the chat. You're imaging Alberia right now because the moon is bright tonight. Yeah, it's been so much better tonight. I was just showing this thing. Yeah, oh yeah. See, the moon's coming up now, but yeah, it's getting there. But we can see the Milky Way. A few days ago, it was right here. Super annoying, but it's going away. And my guiding, for anyone curious, is guiding at 0.41, 40 arc seconds, which is pretty good. It is in the north, so it's usually a lot better than when I'm pointing it south. Hey Otto, welcome. Yeah, Alberia is beautiful. Double star. When I announce my stream for the Stand Up to Cancer um, organization in a few days, um, question for people: should I set out like a poll and have people pick targets for me, and we can jump around them, or should I just do what I do and just let it stay automated? I'll ask in the chat too. It looks like 3 people are going to the eclipse. I think, if my math is right, 19% of 16 people. I'd love to know who you are and where you're going. Let me set up another poll. Oops, not Q&A. All right, let's see how that one goes. That would be suck. Oh no. And yes, but only patrons. It is for charity. Hey Paul, thanks. Welcome to the party. How about I'll set a special poll for patrons. I'll prioritize them. I know I showed this off in my previous live streams, but I'm going to do it again, which is the the time lapse of the all sky cam from the 19th, which had a meteor strike and a vapor trail, because I know quite a few people here who haven't seen it. So let me pull that up. Here's the live stream. It's going to be around the 25-second mark. So I know Paul has seen it like 8 times already. He's like, stop showing this. Boom. Look at that. It's beautiful. Yeah, one of the guys at the observatory, Tom Burnett, caught it in one of his subs. So it's awesome. It's been submitted to APOD, so there's a chance it might become an APOD. Hey, if you don't mind, this is one of my images of the elephant trunk. The vapor trail is 6, as the Youngs say. Wes, did you want me to look somewhere? Sorry. Agreed. It never got old. Gets old, just like that meteor. What? Apod precious? I don't know if I understand, Paul. Do you mean like what image is becoming Apod? Let me find it. I'm gonna go to the Death Valley Discord. Give me 1 second. That place is also busy. So let me scroll up. Okay. I think I got it. Give me 1 second. Here it is. Look at this. That vapor trail and meteor that you saw is in this person's sub. So that's Tom Burnett, also at Death Valley Observatories. It's a Smeagol joke. Oh, my precious. You're still buzzed after seeing that orange meteor the other day. That's awesome. I wonder what elements signifies orange. Yeah, yeah. So we'll see if it becomes Apod. What's today's? It is the belt of Venus. Interesting. Yesterday it was the dark doodad, and it wasn't mine, but this is pretty cool. Yeah, and I'm going to. I was talking about this earlier, but I think I'm going to live stream the during the peak of the Perseids. I'm going to start in South Africa, and then I'm going to switch over to Death Valley Observatories. I wonder if I can stream for like 15 hours straight. It's gonna have to be like headless. Like I'm not gonna be here during the day because I'll be at the library for the eclipse. It's the same day. It's like all happening at the same time. Thanks, Nicholas. Always appreciate you, man. Yeah, I'm glad you find them interesting. I do too. I love doing these, and again, I'll say again, like like this is my third one in a week, which is almost impossible to do from home. My longest streak was in 2024, where I did one every Saturday for 14 or 15 weeks, I think, which was insane to me. Like I had 15 straight clear Saturdays. Super thankful for my wife for letting me do that because it usually starts around bedtime. Not my bedtime for the toddler, and he wasn't yet two yet. So yeah, I think that's how you. I don't know. Did you find me through one of my live streams, Beverly? It's like one of those. It was like a super long streak. I did my best to not mention the streak until it ended. It was insane, and it happened after I think like 7 straight months of cloudy Saturdays. So it was like karma catching up. Yeah, since you joined on your birthday, I could probably look up if I had a live stream that day. I'll do it later. In like 2 minutes, we should see this thing switch over. Let's see. Let's update elephant's trunk. It looks like it's gonna take one more image. So in 10 minutes, it should switch over to panel 4, and we'll also see this thing move. So you'll see some blurriness here. Oh, hey, ImageX, thanks for becoming a member. Hey, Benji, last night was clear but couldn't image. Another 3 weeks of clouds and rain. But we'll probably get clear skies. Where are you located, Benji? Jesus told you to seek me out. I was on the road and he blinded me. So yeah, it was probably a live stream. Yeah, probably Beverly. Not that it matters, you know. We met, became friends. The rest is history on Discord. Oh yeah, North Carolina. Yeah, I think I remember you telling me this. You say that you missed Galaxy season. I missed Galaxy season here in Boston as well. It was just cloudy, so cloudy, and when it wasn't cloudy, I was fidgeting with my Sal 33, which had a lot of problems. So I lost a lot of time this year. I'm sad about it, but also happy that I found the two remote observatories because that really helped me with my astrophotography addiction. Is there an astrophotography anonymous AA? I feel like that's a Paul joke. Hey Fabian, welcome. Let's see. That the S2. Look at that. There's like nothing in S2. That's interesting, right? I mean, I could see some dust here, but this part of the sky is not going to show me much in S2 at all. I have not imaged this at all in Oxygen 3 because It's autofocusing. Okay. Because of my super tolerances, oxygen 3 130. Might that might be too aggressive. I might change that. I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna change this live. 110. It'll be the same as my RGB. And luminance is also at 130. I'm gonna change this too. I think 110 degrees from the moon is enough, especially now that it's getting smaller. So if I do this, does anything change? Hey, Inotus. And thanks for confirming it's a Paul joke, Paul. HaO2. Yeah, it's still not going to take oxygen 3. So let's see how far away the moon is from the Elephant's Trunk Nebula. I'll open up Stellarium. Hey, Marcelo. What is happening? We are trying to image the sky. I started imaging from the southern hemisphere, so this is the Orion Nebula imaged in July, which is cool. And this is with the S2 filter, so you can see the trapezium, which is really nice. It's blown out in the other filter, so no bother. Hey, Bagger. And then as soon as this finished, my rig at Death Valley started imaging, so which is nice. What was I locating? Oh yeah, Stellarium. Okay. Yeah. Oh, those people who don't know, Marcelo is also another Death Valley Observatories staffer, another amazing person. So if I look up Elephant's Trunk, I have it here. It's there, so I can use the angle measure, so I can see that the moon is 66 degrees, give or take, you know. So only way it'll get imaged is if my tolerances, moon avoidance tolerance, is below 65 degrees, which it is for sulfur and hydrogen. But everything else is like within view. Like I cannot go after Veil. I guess M8 should be far enough away now. Look at that. Yeah, so M8 is 68 degrees. Perfect. But it is so low. I'm trying to see if it's switched. I don't think it's switched. It's still on. It's still on the first panel. Interesting. Let's see how long it has left. I do want to. I do want to switch to panel 4 to show you the actual elephant's trunk. 12, 12, 13. Okay, so it should switch after this one. I can force it to switch. I don't want to wait 9 minutes. Switch. There you go. Ha ha ha. And then if you look on the, so this is a 60-second exposure. I have 8 seconds left. So in about 8 seconds, you're going to see a blurry telescope because it's going to shift very slightly to panel 4. The moon was inconceivingly, inconveniencing. Need to learn to read. Inconveniencing you a lot last night too. Yeah, it's been annoying the last couple nights. My last stream was titled "Imaging from Bortle 15." Right, maybe the shift wasn't that much. You can see it's a little bit blurry, a little bit blurry. Imaging the heart right now. That's cool. Yeah, I wanna. I have to make decisions. I've imaged the Heart Nebula a lot from home. I may have to give up not not image it this year and go for other stuff that I have not been able to do from home. If there's only some way to track the movements of the moon, yeah, you got to track the movements of the moon and also block the light because the moon is the worst source of light pollution. I tried taking pictures of the moon during the full moon, my mini PC here is not very strong and it does not like sharp cap. So as soon as I turned it on, everything froze. I lost about 40 minutes of imaging time trying to troubleshoot and close sharp cap. All right, panel 4 getting imaged. Sweet. There we go. Okay, now we'll see the actual elephant's trunk in 10 minutes. It should appear. The LA light dome is pretty bad. Yeah, it's true. Using the 180 for wider field. Oh, the FMA 180. Yeah, this is the 609 millimeter focal length versus 180, so much narrower. If we open up Stellarium, I'll show you what the field of view is. If we do the the Heart Nebula, and then we see the field of view. So this is with my 91F. So this is what it would look like. And I have imaged it at this focal length before, so Sol Nebula would fit perfectly. And then this is the double cluster in Perseus. And you see 869 and 886, I believe. Double cluster. 884. Oops. 869. I was close. And then the Perseus will be coming up, so that's exciting. This is a really nice area on my list to image. So is this, the Dark Shark Nebula, along with the Wolf's Cave. This is the Smelly Fish Nebula. Smelly Fish? Rotten Fish? Where is the Wolf's Cave? Here it is, Wolf's Cave. So I have a giant mosaic plan for this area. I'm going to spend a lot of time on this. Elephant's Trunk was not in my plan this year, but I had to do it because this is one of the few objects that I would actually image with the moon. I do want to image this one. I've never been able to from home. It needs a lot of integration time, but I don't know if I will. This is the Squid Nebula, or the Flying Bat Nebula. Oh, chat, let me check. Where is this observatory located? This one is in Death Valley. Yeah, as Marcelo said. I don't know if you can see previous chats, but I will link to their website here in the chat again. Along with that, I will also link to my video that I did on my journey to Death Valley Observatories, if you would like to check that out at some point. Huge thanks to Nicholas and the team at Death Valley for giving me a lot of B-roll to work with. And this observatory here, where I took images of the Orion Nebula earlier tonight, is in South Africa. It's in the Kagga Kamma Remote Observatory. Another great observatory. Ever get the Flying Dragon Nebula? Oh yeah. Let me show you my plan. Flying Dragon. I already have a lot of these subs already. I'm gonna add more. So yeah, I'm doing our RGB stars along with SHO, and I'm gonna bring up Flying Dragon for people who haven't seen it. It's just poorly located, so it has not been prioritized. Look at that. It's in my search history. Flying Dragon. I'm gonna try and get like 24 to 30 hours on this. It's gonna be mostly HA and S2. I did realize that there's like basically no oxygen here. So I have about 2 hours of oxygen on this. I'm probably gonna stop there and just try and get like 30 hours of hydrogen and another 20 hours of sulfur if I can. Yeah, super cool looking nebula. I've never imaged it before, so I'm excited to see what how it turns out. And people were here earlier in the stream. I gave a sneak peek at one of my upcoming videos coming up because the solar eclipse is happening in 12 days. I'll be so I just finished recording a video on how to do HDR solar eclipse totality in Affinity Photo. I have another tutorial on how to do this in Photoshop from 2 years ago. So I basically just redid it, developed my own method on how to do this. So video will be coming out soon, and paid members, they're gonna get an extra video where I do some more experimental things. Just didn't want to get the public video to get super long, so stay tuned for that. What am I imaging now? I am imaging the Elephant's Trunk Nebula. As you'll see, the Elephant's Trunk show up in about 4 minutes once this exposure finishes. But here's what one of the other panels look like in H alpha. So this is one of the corners. In framing, this is it. But now we switched to like around here. So we'll get the actual elephant's trunk in there. Hard to do in your Bortle 9 sky. Yeah, since it's H alpha, it should be easier, but you know, Bortle 1 in Death Valley just makes it so much sharper. It is faint, like even in H alpha. This one doesn't have the magnitude, but it's super faint. A couple of these scopes have not woken up. This is the Edge 8 by was it Ben? I forgot who has that one. I should actually try the Flying Dragon from home, just to show like a comparison, like Bortle 1 versus Bortle. Technically, I'm in Bortle 8. I used to be in Bortle 9. Temperatures at Death Valley, not too bad. This is from my power box, which is usually higher than the actual ambient temperature, and the humidity is 7%. I don't think I've ever been in a place with humidity less than like 50%. All right, I'm gonna try and hold myself accountable. I said I was gonna do a short live stream. Um, in 12 minutes, when this timer hits 10:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I will cut this off because I do need to wake up early with the toddler, and we have to go somewhere. So I'm just gonna say a huge thanks to everyone for joining. Um, it's been really fun, like all these streams, seeing all the people, all the interactions. So happy to answer questions for the next 12 minutes. Hey, Astro Jeff, can't wait to see the video. You need to reprocess your solar image with Photoshop. Yeah, last time. I don't know if you watched my Photoshop HDR video as well. I'll link that here. I will say that my first, or my actually my second image. Sorry, my second video that I'm about to link to HDR solar eclipse in Photoshop. It actually got me featured on the Citizen Science website at NASA. Yeah, I still got 11 minutes before good night, but just in case, good night. So like if you search for my name, you'll see me here. It's like the second one on NASA. So they misspelled my name here. They got it right here, and this is basically a copy of the video I just linked to. The eclipse is over. So yeah, so this video got featured by NASA on their citizen science website on how to do the HDR eclipse in Photoshop, which was a pretty big highlight for me. Not sure if the Affinity Photo one is going to get featured anywhere, but I'm going to do it anyway because I've been having fun doing this one. And Affinity Photo is free, so hopefully it attracts more people. Hey, Cody. A video of me and a video of you is an NASception. It is. It was like it was me trying. I think the first time I tried to show this, it was me streaming this from the remote server where I was streaming from, and it didn't play well. So I just grabbed a copy and now it's local. Thank you, Beverly. I try. I try. I mostly make these for myself, I think I said. So it's boom. All right. Thanks, Anton. Good night. 9 more minutes, and then the last thing I do before bed every night is do the dishes. So it's gonna be 1:30 a.m. for me. I'm not going straight to sleep. I'm gonna go do the dishes. Um, Also, the kids' laundry is done, I think, so I'm just gonna take it out, not fold it yet. I'm looking at the poll data, like for the upcoming Stand Up to Cancer live stream. Should the audience select targets for the stream? 88% said yes, 12% said no. I think 12% is two people. I will go with the 88%. So I'll think about how to do this. I might do it earlier. Maybe a poll on Discord, on Patreon, and on YouTube. I will figure it out. We should do a live stream from the observatory this fall with you, Nas. Oh, that'd be cool. What did you have where do you want to stream from? We should talk about it definitely. Yeah, let me know on Discord, Marcelo. I need to edit a video where it repeats the meteor, like the 1 second clip. I have that. It's a short. So let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Let me pull up a video by me on my live stream from a channel. So here it is. So this is like from my channel. So this is the short, and it loops and it zooms in. This was viewed a whopping 652 times. It did not catch on at all. I'll link to this in the chat. Bam, 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 bam. I should do it like just a 1 second clip, right? Like bam, 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 bam. I like it. Oh, Marcelo, if there's one stream that I want to do is a live stream of the lunar eclipse on August 28th, I think, from Death Valley. I've been thinking about how to do that because my rig here is not the best at planetary. So maybe we should talk about if we can do a joint stream. That should be fun. And then I can get the observatory in South Africa in on it too. Ooh, it could be a global stream from like 10,000 it might be like 15,000 kilometers apart. The vapor is something you don't. Yeah. Well, ImageX, were you? I think you were here. You were. I think you were the first person on the stream. Yeah, you saw the image by Tom Burnett. Right. I still have it open. Still have it open. Still have it open. Right here. Yeah. This is amazing. Uh, Benji, you think it would be possible to get the lunar impact on August 8th? Not from Death Valley, unfortunately. I checked and it's going to be below the moon's going to be below the horizon, but I might be able to see it from Boston. Initially, I thought I wouldn't be able to, but somebody corrected me that it should be around midnight, so I should be able to see it. So if it's clear, I'll stream from here. August, am I going to be able to stream from here? No, I'm not going to be able to stream from here because I'm going to be in New Hampshire in a cabin without internet. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to see it. Sorry. Change my mind. Change my answer. I'm not going to be home. All right, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And then I'll if Beverly's still here, she can hold me accountable, yell at me on Discord to disconnect. So I say without internet. So it's at a little lodge. The cabin that we stay at doesn't have internet, but I can go to the lodge, and there's Wi-Fi. So I probably will go there because my camera has been having some weird connection issues at the very start of imaging. So I'm gonna be paranoid. I told ImageX this early on that I have PTSD. Like like when one thing goes wrong once, it's really hard to trust it again. Oh, you meant Benji, you meant in general. It's really hard to tell how where it's exactly is going to impact how much ejecta there will be, how bright it will be because the moon is super bright. It will be on the limb. You'll have to get your exposures correct. You'll have to have enough aperture for the resolution to be right. There's just so many variables, but I'm sure some crazy astrophotographers will be able to get something. Unfortunately, not me. This is S2. Oh, hey, look, elephant's trunk in S2. In 3 minutes, we'll get it in H alpha, which will be perfect because in 3 minutes, it'll be when I'm supposed to end the stream. Beverly waiting for me to do the right thing. Isn't that a movie? Do the right thing. Look at all these telescopes start to light up from the moon. I'll bring up the Death Valley live stream one more time. There it is. There's the moon. Look at it getting brighter and brighter. Look at the shadow it's causing. My telescope's like somewhere over here, so I get a little bit of a break during moonrise. Oh yeah, yeah, that's a Spike Lee movie. Yes, yes. I know that's not what you're referring to. It's 1:30 a.m. My brain will make connections that should not be made. My guiding has spiked a little bit, but all good. I don't know if people here were here when I showed off the night summary uh, web page. And this is from plugin in Nina, where it shows like what happened last night. Like super cool. like how much, what it imaged, what it imaged, like one aborted, two rejected, how long it imaged, how many targets, what my average guiding was, FWHM, yield, total overhead. There's a lot of overhead. This is a super cool plugin, and I get a report every morning, and then I can just look through it and see what's happening. Look at this. Oh, look at that. HFR, like at the end, went up. Yeah, crazy Death Valley skies. I love it. Almost done. So it's 10:30. So as soon as this loads, I'm going to hop off audio. And I just want to say thanks again to everyone who's been here. I was looking at the viewer number. It's like sustained at like 40. So thanks to the, all the people that showed up and hung out with me in this another impromptu. I'll just a reminder. I'm planning on doing another live stream on the 5th if it's clear at Death Valley for the Stand Up to Cancer Foundation. We're just raising money for cancer awareness and fighting cancer. So more information to come soon. But here's the elephant's trunk in H alpha in all its glory. Thanks all. Good night.